Hi everybody, I'm Karen Mays. Happy Friday to you. I hope you're having a wonderful day and you have lots of great activities planned for your weekend. I want to hear about it. Let me know what's going on in your world. I thought I would share something that has really developed over time for me through lots and lots and lots of trial and error. And I didn't really think it was anything special, to be honest, but I shared it with some people in my healthy community recently, and they were like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Thank you for sharing it. So I thought I would now share it with you as well. This very fancy white binder, this is my kitchen binder. And in my kitchen binder are meal ideas and recipes. I wrote down, I suffer occasionally from something I like to call food amnesia. So it'll be coming up to dinner time, or I'm sitting down to meal plan for the week, and I'm like, I just can't think of anything to make for my kids that isn't the some combination of cheese and bread. Sometimes I think all my kids eat is some combination of cheese and bread. So I really try to diversify that and keep it healthy. But so I actually made a list of some meals that my kids like, and so when I am suffering from food amnesia, I will open this up and glance at it, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's an option. I can do that. So in my binder are mostly recipes, and I'll be honest, most nights I'm not really cooking from recipes. I'm pairing protein and vegetables, but sometimes I want to cook a recipe, and I need to look at what I need for that recipe. I'm looking at my week and I'm like, I look at my week and I think, these are days that I have time to cook, so I'm going to make sure I have the ingredients on hand. So I go through the recipes that I want to make for that week. But the reason I have a binder and not like a cookbook, and all of these, everything in here pretty much, I do have a section for desserts for holidays and stuff, but every recipe in here is a lean and green recipe, so, because I pretty much stick with lean and green recipes. We pretty much eat lean and green for dinners, and it's not required. I'm not, but that is what I like, and it keeps it simple for me. And so when I see a recipe that I like that somebody else has shared, or that my company, my program has shared, if I like it and I think I'm going to try it in the next 30 days. The next 30 days is important. I will print it out and put it in my binder. So here's one. But it's really important to stay on top of this. I'm not, rigid about it, but if there are too many recipes in here, I get overwhelmed. So I try to really keep ones that are actually in use or are going to be in use soon. And it's important for me to be really, really honest about that. Here's one that I haven't tried yet, scallops and cauliflower rice. I recently discovered that I like cauliflower rice. I didn't like it for a while. And but my tastes are evolving, and so I think I'm going to try this scallops and cauliflower rice. It's been in here for a while, but I truly intend to make it, so I'm going to keep it in here. But there are some in here that, I'm prone to a little aspirational recipe printing. When I make something and maybe it's not that much of a hit, or it's okay, but I don't see me, making it regularly, recycling bin every day of the week. Because I like simple, and having too many things to leaf through is not simple. And then when I know there's a recipe I'm going to make, or sometimes my husband will make it for me, I put it in the back panel here of the binder, and it's easy to glance at. I don't like cooking off of a screen because the screen's always going dark and blah, blah, blah. My hands are dirty. So I like to have a hard copy of the recipe to refer to, and having it in the back panel works really well. So that is my super tactical technique. My binder is due for a clean out. I need to Marie Kondo this binder because there's a little too much aspiration happening in here, and not all the recipes bring me joy. So it's time for me to filter that out. I am going to also talk a little bit about mindset. So I help people navigate through change, and I'm working on different areas of my own life where I want to change. And I had a real epiphany recently. And this is something I've been saying for a while, but it really got deep down inside me recently, that healthy choices, healthy eating, healthy living, exercise, that when I thought for so long, these are things that I have to submit myself to. They're like a burden. It's something I'm doing to myself. But when I decided to change the way I look at it and look at those activities as things I'm doing for myself, that they're really acts of self-care and self-love. And Mel Robbins, I was watching her do a live video this morning, and she answered a question from somebody in the audience who said, why do I keep going on diets and failing? And she said, probably because falling off and eating poorly is a form of self-rejection. That's a habit that you have. I was like, whoa, that's pretty important stuff right there. So self-acceptance, self-love and self-care, it's an action. You can look in the mirror all day long and say, I love you, I love you. And if you don't really feel it, your mind is going to call BS. And it's not really going to help. Maybe if you do it long enough, maybe. But ultimately, you got to act your way into believing that you love yourself and that you're worth it. If someone told me when I started my health journey that before you can really do this, you got to learn how to love yourself, Karen, I don't know if I would have started. So I want you to know that you can learn one action, one day, one choice at a time, what self-care and self-love really are, and that your feeling about these things and how burdensome they are will change over time. So I just wanted to share that with you today, a little tactical and a little mindset, my two favorite things, because one without the other doesn't really get you anywhere. Learning, as Elizabeth Benton said, is not action. So you got to pair the action with the knowledge. And luckily, you don't have to do it all at once. So have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. This Sunday, Healthy Hangout. My healthy community gets together every Sunday evening here on the East Coast, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. And this week, we're going to talk about scale obsession and the diet mindset. So you are welcome as my guest. If you would like to come, please let me know, and I will send you the information on how to be there. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend, and I will see you again soon.